Imagine a snake so massive it could swallow a crocodile whole. No myth, no legend, but a real creature. Titanoboa, the largest snake ever to slither across our planet. Its name means Titanic boa, and it earned that title. Longer than a school bus, heavier than a car, and the apex predator of its time. The story of its discovery began in Colombia's Carajón coal mine, where paleontologists found not just giant turtle shells, but a snake vertebra so huge it defied belief. As more fossils emerged, the true scale of Titanoboa became clear. A ghost from 60 million years ago, resurrected by science. This find shattered our ideas of what nature could produce, pushing the boundaries of biology and evolution. What kind of world could support such a giant? The answer: a planet far hotter and wetter than today, where life reached epic proportions. Titanoboa was the king of this lost kingdom, a silent ruler in a steamy, forgotten rainforest. Its existence reminds us how much of Earth's history is still buried, waiting to be uncovered. Every fossil is a clue, and Titanoboa's tale is one of the most dramatic. Size, power, and survival in a world alien to us now. We are just one chapter in Earth's long story, and discoveries like Titanoboa make us wonder, what other giants are still waiting to be found? The past is full of monsters, and Titanoboa is one of its greatest. To understand Titanoboa, you have to understand its world. The Paleocene epoch, just after the dinosaurs vanished. Earth was a sweltering greenhouse, especially near the equator where Titanoboa thrived. Imagine the first great rainforest, colossal trees, massive rivers, and a dense, steamy jungle. Swamps and slow rivers, bigger than today's Amazon, were home to giant turtles and crocodile-like dinosaurs. Towering palms and ancient trees formed a shadowy canopy, creating a world of heat and danger. For cold-blooded reptiles, this heat was the secret to their size. A hotter world meant faster metabolism and more growth. Titanoboa was perfectly adapted, using the warm waters to fuel its enormous body. It was the apex predator, unmatched in its domain. A kingdom of reptiles, not mammals. Its existence is a biological thermometer, helping scientists reconstruct the climate of a vanished world. The Paleocene supercharged ecosystem allowed life to grow to epic proportions. Titanoboa was both a product and a ruler of this ancient tropical paradise. Its story reveals just how different and wild Earth once was. Titanoboa's size is almost beyond belief, up to 48 feet long, heavier than a polar bear, and as thick as a tree trunk. This was no slender snake, but a muscular titan built for power. Like modern boas and anacondas, Titanoboa was a constrictor, but on a scale never seen before. It didn't need venom, its strength was its weapon. When it coiled around prey, it could exert a crushing force of hundreds of pounds per square inch, enough to break bones and end the fight quickly. Its head was large and robust, with backward curving teeth for gripping, not chewing. Once it struck, escape was impossible. The snake would wrap its massive body around its victim, squeezing until it suffocated. Thanks to a flexible jaw, it could swallow animals whole, a process that could take hours or days. Titanoboa was a master ambush predator, lying in wait in the murky water, camouflaged by its dark, patterned skin. When the moment came, it struck with explosive speed and precision. For any creature in the Paleocene, a glimpse of Titanoboa meant the end. Its anatomy made it the perfect predator for a world of giants. In the ancient swamps, nothing could challenge its reign. Picture a muddy river in the Serpent rainforest, 60 million years ago. The air is thick and buzzing, the water dark and still, except for the hidden giant below. Titanoboa waits, motionless, eyes just above the surface, patient as stone. A dinosaur, a crocodile-like predator, approaches the water's edge, unaware of the danger lurking beneath. The snake's muscles tense, ready for a single explosive strike. Suddenly, the water erupts. Titanoboa lunges, jaws clamping down on the dinosaur. The struggle is fierce, but the snake's grip is unbreakable. Titanoboa drags its prey into deeper water, coiling its massive body around the victim. The pressure mounts. Armor plates groan, the dinosaur's strength fades. Within minutes, the fight is over. The serpent has won. Titanoboa hauls its meal to a quiet spot, beginning the slow process of swallowing it whole. This feast will sustain it for weeks. In the Paleocene, even predators could become prey. Titanoboa's hunts were a display of patience, power, and perfect adaptation. It was the ultimate hunter in a world of giants. What if Titanoboa survived into the present, hidden in the depths of the Amazon? The Amazon's hot, humid rivers are the closest thing to its ancient home, a place where giants still roam. Here, Titanoboa would be the undisputed apex predator, dwarfing even the largest anacondas and caimans. Capybaras, tapirs, even jaguars would be at risk. The entire food web would shift around this colossal serpent. Rivers would become danger zones, and animals would adapt their habits to avoid the lurking giant. In today's cooler world, Titanoboa might be slightly smaller, spending most of its time in the water to conserve energy. It would hunt rarely, digest slowly, and remain a rare, elusive ghost of the rainforest. Its presence would reshape the ecosystem, creating a landscape of fear and caution. Could it truly survive? Perhaps, but only as a shadow of its former self. In the modern jungle, Titanoboa would be both legend and nightmare. Now imagine Titanoboa discovered by humans, our worlds colliding in the Amazon. A construction crew stumbles upon a colossal scaled body. Panic erupts, and the news spreads worldwide. The discovery would trigger fear, fascination, and chaos. How do you handle a 40-foot predator? Rivers would become no-go zones, shipping and fishing industries would face new dangers, and local communities would live in constant alert. The serpent could appear anywhere: canals, drainage systems, even near cities, blurring the line between wilderness and civilization. Calls for protection would clash with demands for extermination. Livestock would vanish, people would be at risk, and the military might be called in. But hunting a creature that can disappear into jungle and water would be nearly impossible. The struggle between humans and Titanoboa would become a modern myth, a battle of survival and fear. Our infrastructure isn't built for monsters from the past. The presence of Titanoboa would force us to rethink our relationship with nature. It would be a test of coexistence, science, and courage. The legend would become reality, with consequences we can barely imagine. The discovery of a living Titanoboa would divide humanity, fear versus awe. For those nearby, it would be a terrifying threat, fueling demands for action and safety. Scientists, meanwhile, would see a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to study a living relic of prehistory. Conservationists would argue for protection, while others would demand its removal. The ethical dilemma would be immense. How do you save a creature that endangers people? Exploitation would follow. Poachers, trophy hunters, and black markets would threaten the serpent's survival. The battle to protect Titanoboa would be fought on many fronts, against fear, greed, and habitat loss. Its existence would challenge our values and priorities. The struggle for Titanoboa's survival would be monumental. Would our world be better with Titanoboa alive? The idea is thrilling, but reality would be fraught with danger and conflict. Managing such a predator would demand enormous resources and responsibility, something humanity has struggled with before. Perhaps some mysteries are best left in the past. They're stories told by fossils, not living nightmares. The legend of Titanoboa inspires awe and reminds us to protect the giants we still have. Its story is a gateway to countless other prehistoric wonders, fueling our curiosity and imagination. The past is filled with giants, each a clue to worlds we can only dream of. Titanoboa's ghost is powerful enough to teach us, without the risks of its return. And that is a journey worth taking.